3.5 million tuned in to watch Love Island last night in the most dramatic recoupling of the series. Who knows what will happen next for Amy and Curtis after he had his head turned in Casa Amor, just as Amy was about to tell him she loved him. Oh, anyway, we've actually got our eyes on another blossoming relationship, Tommy and Curtis's. Have a look at this.
I can talk to you about anything.
Yeah,
I now trust you with anything. Anything.
I haven't met someone like you really before.
I'm tearing up goods.
You're raw. You are. What? I mean, bro, come here.
Come here, bro.
Come here, bro. Come here.
Oh, man. Brothers for life.
Oh, two male friends kissing on the lips. Now, come on. Is it time we applauded straight men who are comfortable enough to kiss each other, Cyrus?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Look, I looked at that and I thought, how sweet, how lovely. It's nice to see that. But, unfortunately, I still think there are a big section of our society that will have watched that and gone, ooh, ooh, you know, and they have that attitude, and I think it's a generational thing. I think, you know, a lot of men for a long time have just thought, you know, it's quite masculine to kind of, I'm a bloke and you don't touch me and I'll, you know, all that. But I think we're moving away from that, and I think many people would have seen that, though, and just thought, that's really sweet. I like those two. Well done, kind of thing. You know, it doesn't matter. Good to see men comfortable with their feelings.
Yeah, we've got a message here, actually, from Curtis's brother, AJ, from Strictly. He says it's 2019. He can kiss Tommy on the lips. For us, it's always about being happy. You don't have to question what you've done as long as you're happy in that moment.
Yeah, it was a complete. I thought it was a complete double standard, because if that was a woman carrying on like that, we would be in you know, if a man carrying on that way, we'd be in outrage. Do
you think we would?
I do, yeah.
Women would.
I think we would, yeah.
What if it was a bloke sitting there saying, oh, my God, she wouldn't last night and I really wanted to.
When Molly May says, I'd have thrown him out of the bed and I'd said, we would be here, we would be raging about it.
Yeah.
We would.
That's right.
But what I have to say, in his defence is that I think it's OK not to be up for it. I don't think we need to sort of label every man as being like, you know, that's the first thing they think about and the only thing they think about. There might be times, you know, I've been in a relationship with blokes in the past where, you know, they've just had a lower sex drive than I have, and that's OK. That's totally fine.
I just want to know if they hold special kissing auditions, because the noise that they make, it's like...
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
I'm like, who
Actually, just so you know what Brenda's talking about, take a look at this.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
He's doing it.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
I think it must be the double mics.
They are mic'd up. I hate that noise anyway. That's awful, isn't it?
Stop it. It's more of a swell.
I've got to ask this. How do you feel about Curtis now? And would you have done anything, now you know, would you have, if you could go back, would you do anything differently?
I would not change anything. I'd do it all again tomorrow, and taking myself out of that situation has now made all the bad stuff go away, and I only have fond memories of my time in the villa.
Nice.
And those first 4 weeks, I was so happy, and I'd do it all again. And this is the thing. If I was like, keep saying, I was like a little avocado. I had a very small window of opportunity to leave. Avocados are only ripe for a very small time, aren't they? If I'd left the week before, I'd have been leaving, going, I hope karma gets you in the end.
Yeah,
if I'd stayed, it would have just gone downhill. And I had that, I was really strong, and I was sat by the pool, and I just thought, I don't have to be here. I'm not going to meet anyone else. He's never going to be happy whilst I'm here, because I know what he's like, and he would not rub anything in my face.
It's still a brave thing for you to do, though, as well, I think.
It's very intense, though, isn't it? In that, I mean, when I was watching it, you do kind of think, how can people get so upset about something that's like an everyday? But, of course, you're in each other's faces the whole time.
We spent 720 hours together in those first 4 weeks. Wow. Now, to spend that amount of time together in the real world, when, like, obviously the first, like, sort of 6 weeks you're dating someone, you see them for, like, 2 hours a week. Yeah. So, and obviously...
That's longer than I've been married to some people, to be fair.
The interesting thing is how they've reacted. So they obviously, most of them, the men, clearly find her very attractive or very sexy. She's a beautiful girl. But they're starting to back off because She
Well,
is very...
I think she's a bit scary for them.
Well, there's a bit of that, but I think because she's full on, I think maybe in everybody's head, and I would be the same with a man if he was that
But do
full
you
on.
consider...
I think maybe he's going to be like that with everybody else and dump me after 5 minutes.
But do you consider her, because she has been called predatory, do you consider her predatory?
No, I don't. No. And particularly because she's doing that on live television with cameras everywhere. For me, predatory behaviour is the sinister kind of insidious stuff that nobody sees.
Now you're out, how is it now with Jordan?
So I was really angry the next day as well. I don't know if you saw After Sun, but I was on the terrace.
Yes.
And then because we're just round each other for like things like yesterday, the podcast, and we just have to be civil. You know, like I don't think we'd be friends, but we're just civil.
Because he said sorry, hasn't he? And he's seen that he was a bit of a plonker.
Yeah, and he said sorry to me a few times since then.
Yeah.
Even last night, he said sorry to me again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a bit
flirty.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, I hate men that do that.
It's like, well, you messed up.
Catch me doing it.
Well, he's been in the building today. I spotted him.
Yeah, he came to see me in my dressing room.
He's been to see you?
Yeah.
To say sorry again? Or...
He's just like, you look nice.
So I'm just so obsessed with Love Island.
We've watched every episode.
I've watched every episode and missed the final.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
no.
devastated but thrilled that Amber and Greg.
I know, me too. She was like my little sister in there. She was my bestest friend. We were stuck to each other. Yeah.
Let's go back to Tanisha not being 25. What age would you have let her watch Love Island?
Probably after 16, knowing me. Because that's just how I am.
Really, it's too late.
Primary school, we're talking about under 11s at primary school.
Yeah. What time are they going to bed?
And for me, Love Island is the you know, even though you don't actually see anything, for me, the content is too adult for an 11-year-old.
Exactly.
To process.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's like my girls say, because I'm very open, like they do say to me, Mum, everybody's watching it. We've given them these incredibly expensive pieces of kit that they have in their hand for a lot of the day.
Yeah.
And we have lost a lot of parental control because of that. And if they can't watch it on their phone, they watch it on somebody else's phone.
Absolutely.
It's
At
genius
school
out
in the
of
lunch
bottle.
hour, which I heard from one of our stepdaughters the other day. So that is just what happens.
Is Patricia watching it?
Not quite, actually. Yeah, slightly too young. Because I'm actually
Time to go to sleep.
I know. I'm trying to. Okay, night at the TV.
If I'm looking at a girl where I think, oh my gosh, she looks fabulous, like if the Love Island girls all look amazing, but then, you know, when I'm on holiday, I go, because she's going now to the gym and I'm going to the all-you-can-eat buffet. That's why.
That's why.
Stop having a go at the girl.
Yes.
Just get
I try
away
and
from
tell
the
myself
buffet.
that. I go, I look at them and I go, yes, but is she happy?
Yeah.
Did she have
But I
3
convince
scoops of
myself
ice
she's
cream
not.
at lunch? I think not.
I don't get where you're coming from because you both have just said they look lovely. Well, I look at them and I see a load of Martians. They are so disconnected from the real world. They just look like airbrushed, incredibly smooth, oily things that have landed on Britain.
But then they know they're going on Love Island, so they are, you know, they're not going to go on.
But
are
don't
they?
hold them up as normal. I went swimming yesterday in the English Channel and I went swimming on Saturday and Sunday and I put my swimsuit on and I just think, well, here you go, 72, this is what it looks like. I like my body, I still like my body. But I'm not ever going to be invited on Love Island unless they do geriatric Love Island.
I think Eamon keeps saying, let's do Saga Island and we'll all go on.
Amy has been working her magic all morning. So shall we see the results of your Love Island makeover on our Colleen? Colleen, out you come. Whoa.
You look fabulous.
Is that the way you go clubbing, Colleen?
You look
amazing.
Every night.
She's done a good job.
Yeah.
Her and about 27,000 other people.
I don't know, it's all me.
I like the top knot. I think that looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah, my head is so heavy right now. I mean, it takes a lot of effort, girl.
Yeah.
I know.
Shall we look at the before and after?
Let's not.
So there we are.
Where's camera 3?
There you are. There's Colleen. Oh, look at you.
Hey. You're ready,
You don't
babe.
look impressed.
I don't really like either, to be honest. Can we try a different face?
How long did all of that take?
To be honest with you, we didn't have a lot of time,
No.
did we? Well, like, literally from the first time you came in there,
Yeah.
and then it was all hands on deck, so it's been done really quickly, but we've done a great job.
And what have you done, Amy? Obviously, we've got slightly longer hair.
Yeah, so she had some extensions put in, she had a bit of contouring, she's got some false lashes. Obviously, she's got her Love Island look, she's got some gold wedges, which are the
These
staple.
aren't false, though. These
No.
are all mine. That's the type I am.
You know, like you're wearing that. Would you? I mean, personally, for me, I prefer the natural look on you.
Thank you.
But would you ever consider literally wearing that on a night out? Do you feel good about yourself?
I would if I was going to a Love Island fancy dress party. But I think people would be looking at me for all the wrong reasons if I went out like this.
interesting.
No, to be honest with you, when they finished it all, when you put the hair extension on, you do feel a bit like, oh, look at me, I love my hair.
Yeah.
But I've tried to couple up all the way around and no, all the crew pied me off.
Do you both feel now almost under pressure for it to work, like to stay together? Does it put more pressure on the relationship, do you think?
I can see how it could put pressure on it, but I feel like we got on so well and things are going so well. It doesn't feel like pressurised to do that. We just are.
You just are, naturally.
Just get on really well and things are going well naturally. So
Yeah, definitely.
we're not really
Can I
feeling
just
any
say as well,
pressure.
from a mother's point of view, and indeed a woman's point of view,
Yeah.
you are a breath of fresh air. You really were. You came into the villa.
We've all commented on it. Your mum's done a great job.
It's just so lovely.
Yeah.
But Craig, it said that you're not interested in doing any PAs or any sponsorship or anything. Why is that?
So the only reason I think I got onto Love Island, or they got onto me, was because of what I did in my life already. So rugby is my first love, and I also want to qualify as a solicitor. So that's my life, like, and the only reason I got into Villa was because of that life. So if I just drop that now, do you know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? Like,
So sensible.
So I definitely want to get back to my boys, back training, and take what I can out of Love Island. But I got her, so that's the only thing.
Do you know, Amber, we don't say this often in the show. He's a keeper.
Yeah.
Over Janet Street Paul. Seriously. It's been a delight having you both on the show, and best of luck with whatever direction both of you go in. It's been really lovely.